issue. Joining me now is Sheila Bair, former FDIC chair and member of the CNBC Financial Wellness Advisory Council. Great to see you.
Happy to be here.
Please tell me, what is the Sheila Bair solution for this crisis?
Well,
because
I like a lot of Elizabeth Warren's solutions. I mean, I think there are different ways to go about this, but the fact that she's made it front and center, there would be mammoth debt forgiveness, which will have a good stimulus effect for the economy.
Wait, but are you seriously saying that just wiping off the debt is the way forward?
Well, I think we need to worry about it starting up again. So I think one area where I think we should also focus is prospectively, are people just going to get in over their head? Now, she's proposing free public college, which would expand access for at least free tuition, but you still have room and board.
But by the way, free college benefits a lot of higher,
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
who
Well,
are
it
you
has
trying
its
to
ups and
help?
downs.
You know, because
Yeah,
if you just say, oh, college is free now, well, a lot of the people who go to college are already better off than the rest of the population.
Yeah, well, no, those are all fair points. I think, but on the other hand, a college degree is so important to navigate the economy these days, and she wants it to be broadly accessible, as do I. I mean, I think there are different ways to do it. One thing that I really like is something called income share, where basically instead of using debt to finance college, you use a contract with the students that they just pay a small, affordable percentage of their income over a certain period of years, and then they're done, right? So there's no principal, there's no interest. Right now they have what's called income contingent repayment plans of various sorts, but it's still debt. So if your payment's too low, you're negatively amortizing, your principal's actually getting bigger.
Yeah.
There's a big tax bill at the end if you do get debt forgiveness. So that's and Elizabeth would like to, Senator Warren would like to get rid of some of those complexities as well. But I think, I think she's right that we need to do something dramatic. This debt overhang we have now is a big drag on the economy.
I can understand. Look, if people say going forward, I need to come up with solutions, but more and more this is reminding me of the housing crisis in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
When everyone would say,
yes,
there's no way the prices can keep going up.
Yeah.
It's unsustainable. And when all the borrowers realized,
right.
First of all, the value's not there.
Yeah.
Second of all, if everyone stops paying en masse, it's very difficult to stop. There's a huge moral hazard problem.
Right.
Already, the default numbers are extraordinary for student debt.
Yeah, the defaults are frightening.
And it's ironic. So you have basically the federal government subsidizing the cost of college, ultimately then having to eat the amount of defaults that are coming, which we're talking about $1.5 trillion. It just seems so circular and pointless. Why are we going through this whole exercise to inflate the cost of college just so people borrow to afford it, mortgage away their lives, or walk away from the debt and then leave everybody on the hook?
Right. So as my grandmother would say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Right. So the goal is laudable, which I support, is providing broad access to college, but the economic incentives have been very misaligned. Right. So this is Fed tuition increases. There's been a lack of accountability with colleges. They don't always deliver good value, though there's pretty strong research that shows you do get a sizable income premium, but it depends on what college you go to, what you major in, whether you graduate or not. And a lot of these kids, 40% don't even graduate, so they've got debt and no degrees. So, yeah, there are a lot of things that need to be fixed. And again, though, I have some different ideas on this, but I think Senator Warren, the fact that she's got something bold, dramatic, she pays for it. And she's tackling a core problem.
She pays for it through a wealth tax.
Well, she does. That's
so
right.
Again, it's like it's taxpayers subsidizing the cost of college, then having to eat the cost of people who default, and then having their wealth tax in order to pay. Like, it just feels unsustainable.
Yeah, I think the wealth. That's a whole other discussion we should have about wealth inequality and some of the problems with the current tax code. But I think she's trying to also do this in a fiscally responsible way. You can disagree with the tax she wants to impose, but at least she's trying to pay for it, which is good.
All right. Yeah. Sheila Bair, thank you.
Happy
it's
to be
good
here.
to see you again. There's much more you can read about Sheila Bair's recent op-ed on the cost of college at CNBC.com.